Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Again, he finds more. And he's got the first before he's brought down.
Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural Madden title update, October. And this one is a big one. As we know, the scouting update just dropped for franchise mode. And a lot of franchises, well, the smart ones, have been waiting for this update so they would have this scouting feature. Already have a video up on the channel detailing the scouting feature. Moonlight Swami, shout out to him and shout out to all the guys that worked on franchise mode to get this into the game, even though it was a little bit delayed. Hopefully it won't be buggy or anything like that. There were some people on Twitter saying that it wasn't coming up for, with them. Went and tested it and noticed that it does not come up initially. You have to advance 1 week and then the scouting will activate. So regardless of where you start in preseason, once you advance to week preseason week 2, the second preseason week, then it will come up scouting update. Everything will be active. If you start in a later week, let's say you start your franchise off in week 5 or week 4, then you have to advance to that next week and then it'll come up. So it's not missing, it's not gone, it's not that's not working. It needs that additional week to load in or activate, or whatever you want to call it. So getting right into this this title update, they added a ton in here outside of just the scouting update. You know, rank mode in the yard, new gameplay abilities added, as well as authenticity updates. Gonna do this in a separate video. We'll go over the new cleats and equipment added, as well as the new likeness, show off the likeness of the players. I haven't done a video like that this year, showing their real life counterparts versus how they look in the game, and kind of you guys can rate those in the comment section below. So that video is coming sometimes, probably today or tomorrow. It takes a little bit to put that together. Getting right into the gameplay updates, they have new abilities added to the game. Run off elite players with this ability will distract defenders for longer with their runoff. So, you know, in the receiver in NFL, in a running play, a receiver can, you know, do a straight on block, or they can run off like they're running a route, and the defender, you know, if in man coverage, whatever, run with them. But this time they're adding abilities around that, so the runoff elite players will distract defenders longer, so they don't attack the line of scrimmage, attack the run for a longer time period. And the on the ball is the counterpart to that ability, where defenders are less likely to be fooled by wide receiver runoffs. Add a new kicking ability, precision kickers. Kickers with ability can see the entirety of the kicking arc. Crusher, defenders with ability will cause heavy fatigue penalties when tackling a ball carrier with hit stick tackle. Demoralizer, defender with the abilities will clear a ball carrier's progress towards entering the zone with a hit stick tackle. And one that will probably that's been talked about a lot, or some people in the comp community might not like, the mind reader. When activated, defenders can see offensive play art via coach cam, but you have to lay hit sticks, consecutive hit sticks. I don't know, stuff like this is so like gamey, arcadey, NFL blitzy to me. It just, I don't know, it's like, oh man, like you're counting down the hit sticks, like I've got 2 hit sticks, 1 more and I got my reader. It's just so gamey. But so if you basically to get in the zone, you have the simulation arcade, 5 successful hit sticks on competitive, and you know, you have to do it's a different amount in simulation arcade. So it's 3 in simulation arcade or 5 in competitive. But then you be able to view your opponent's play art in the coach cam. To knock the player out of the zone, you only get 30 yards of offense. So they really worked hard to not make this OP at all. It's hard to get into and easy to get deactivated. So, which is a good thing. So it won't be a major factor, X factor. And so they made some changes, improvements to pass coverage, which is sorely needed because these zones of pass coverage are just atrocious in the this is all talking about the current gen version of the game. So hook zones fix issue causing the mid-read defender in Tampa 2 to drift in the wrong direction versus trips, leaving the tight end wide open up the snap. This fix makes sure the mid-read is opening with the vertical by number 3 and carrying it better vertically downfield. Of course, you got to have a speedy linebacker. Doesn't want to run with that. Curl flat zones, improve curl flat zone logic, so they will prioritize breaking routes instead of shading under verticals, because before they would kind of drop back under verticals and they would leave the outside routes open. And they also improved logic so curl flats and quarters flats won't chuck the outbreaking routes that would cause them to give up any leverage they had to cover the sideline. Flat zones, improve cloud flat zone logic to better carry vertical routes to protect the fade and improve their face direction immediately. Because cover 2, man, it's just like I was a big cover 2 guy in last year playing old gen Madden 21 and next gen Madden 22. It just getting burnt so much down the sideline, and that is the weakness of cover 2. But it was just too easy. You know, you should have to make a perfect throw to fit in that window between the safety and the corner. But it was like huge. Like the safety would like dummy up. He wouldn't even move. He would just he wouldn't widen out. He wouldn't come off the hash the way you're supposed to, and it would be a wide open touchdown. So I pretty much just stopped calling cover 2. But with these additional fixes, hopefully it becomes a viable defense again. And fix the issue so cover 2 sink. Soft squat defenders could better shade receivers in the flat, and fix the issue preventing hard flat defenders from covering inside receivers and tight ends in bunch and close formations running flat routes in the flat portion of wheel routes. So that's why bunch in those formations is so OP, because a lot of times the zones don't cover them properly. Man coverage alignment matchups improve man defender motion logic, so man defenders will properly follow and align the receiver motion across the formation when the AI is using the cornerback matchups. Also fix the issue causing man coverage alignments incorrectly swap when the offense motion a receiver across the platform. So for me, a few other things that I have to check it again in this update is that when you turn auto flip off, and then the offensive flips the plays, it would make the all the play art look wonky or not correct. So I got to take a look at that. There's some other issues brought to my attention as well. The streaks, they changed the streaks for the tight end. Like when you streak a tight end, now he does like kind of like a little fade where he steps out to the right some and then goes upfield. That was a weird change. Randomly cannot snap the ball or do hot routes at the line when you hot route the tight end. That seems to be an issue that's caused by the update. The 3-3-5 wide change that kind of get to, it doesn't seem to be working properly. And contains actually used to cause sheds on the run, and now they don't work against the run as well. So we're gonna get into more of that. We got a lot of gameplay here. So fix the issue with the Colts home field advantage, showing the hat count visual, the count as a pass, run, play, tell. Tuning the adrenaline M factor, so instead of infinite stamina, it now reduces the rate of stamina drain. Yeah, they're toning that down, some of these OP ones. Fix the issue causing a logo to appear over players' heads instead of a question mark for specific M factors. And an issue causing the shook play art to remain on the field after the snap. Yeah, that would have me shook. For real. I haven't seen that one, but that would be super annoying. I haven't seen it myself. Fix some play art issues. QB contain. Turning QB to contain behavior so defenders will get more depth after the snap. And it is so hard keeping mobile quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson in the pocket. Those contains just don't get it done. Tuning to open up disengage angles to allow contained defenders to anticipate better, getting to the blocks, more quickly react to quarterbacks dropping back too far behind the line of scrimmage. And that's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Quarterbacks running back or dropping back that deep, the guys should be coming off the corner. They should be coming off that, and they should be attacking these quarterbacks. Too many times, quarterbacks are 20 yards deep, and the contains are just sitting there, as the coach used to say, pussyfooting around with the tackle. Like if he's that deep, your angle is perfect. They should the defensive ends and those edge rushers should be smashing right in on those quarterbacks in that situation. They're dropping that deep. But the contain just means basically tone down the pass rush and act like you're keeping the quarterback in the pocket when you're really not doing much. Tackling, fix the rare issue preventing a QB slide from being ruled down, as well as the issue that can allow the defender to warp around off the ground from a diving tackle into a standing wrap tackle. There's some more general fixes here as far as a blocking issue preventing the running back picking up an edge rusher with 3-3-5 wide flip. Told that you can still get that blitz in the game. Issue where quarterbacks will be able to scramble deep and off the backfield at full speed until they find an angle to get around pass rushers. And I've seen this. It is terrible. I've seen quarterbacks, especially if you have escape artists, just running loop to loop in circles around edge guys and running back 20-30 yards, running up. It's just crazy. So they did make start to the fatigue faster now. The slow down when trying to scramble 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This reflects the realistic amount of effort and energy loss a quarterback quarterbacks suffer in real life when scrambling so deep in off the backfield. Yeah, that's crazy how people can do that. So glad that that they addressed that issue with causing players to start the second half of the game extremely fatigued. I've seen that one as well, where guys won't even come back in because of fatigue. They won't even be subbed back into the game for the second half. Issue causing a user-controlled player to stuck running on touchbacks during kickoffs, causing sideline characters to warp or pop randomly. Issues around dead-eye abilities triggering the wrong situation, as well as rare issues will result in offensive line pass interference penalty be caught after the defender would hit stick a receiver running his route. Tuning inaccurate passes make passes more inaccurate when a quarterback is scrambled 15 yards or more behind the line of scrimmage. I got some crazy clips of this where guys literally running back 20 yards and throwing absolute dots in the coverage. So good that they're going to tune that back. Fix the rare issue that can result in the referee saying a bad call been reversed via challenge, even though it not been reversed. So franchise updates. They, like I said, scouting update do have that video already in the channel. Also tune some logic for the MVP award via boosting weight of sacks, greater emphasis on touchdowns, and more significant penalties for turnovers. And fix some teams missing their draft picks on the active preseason roster. Address the issue with the weekly strategy fatigue, where CP auto-managed rep teams get too fatigued by end of season. Yeah, and that's why the leagues that I'm already started, that I'm in, we just turned it off because of that issue. So hopefully that's fixed. We'll need more time and testing on that to see if that issue is resolved, and definitely will let you guys know. Address the issue where running backs had very high yards per reception in simulation, and an issue where the right tackle position did not appear in the trade menu. Some face of the franchise updates, as well as the yard, some presentations, Madden ID and Madden Ultimate Team updates that you guys can see there, as well as we have the old gen stuff here. Has some highlights, scouting feature. They do get that. Rank the yard and new gameplay abilities and tuning. So no, in case you know, I know it's hard to get the current gen consoles, but as time goes on, they're gonna update these old gen less and less. So you can see the update list is smaller. So definitely gonna get some authenticity updates. Gonna put that in a separate video for you guys, and let me know what issues you're having with this update and your thoughts on it in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you appreciate our content and all the work we do to bring you guys the latest news, tips, and gameplay from your favorite sports games, drop a like, subscribe to SGO today. You want to take your game to the next level? Then join SGO Insider.